Moving along here on the Don't Tell Mama Sports Podcast, we want to just hit on a couple of NBA free agency signings,
Yep.
Max. A couple guys got paid here. Real quick. Fred Van Vliet left
Huh?
the Toronto Raptors. He takes a 3-year, $130 million deal from the Houston Rockets.
Wow, 3 years for 130? Whoa.
Big time annual
Whoa.
salary here. Now, I thought they had their point guard in Amen Thompson,
Mm.
and we know Jalen Green's starting at the two. So, are you bringing Amen Thompson off the bench?
Wow. He's definitely has a bit to grow. Okay, he's a rookie, so who knows? He might actually slide in for Jalen Green, as far as we know. But as the year goes on, but I think he's going to be a big factor on the team, and you got to keep a lookout for maybe 6 men of the year type of scenario. We'll see. But I think that Fred Van Fleet, that sign is a big sign because he is damn good.
Yeah, it's too bad he leaves Toronto. He won a ring there coming off the
Yeah,
bench,
yeah.
and now he waited to be paid, and he bet on himself. And 3 years, 130 mil. He's getting paid by Houston.
Hell yeah. Good for Fred.
A guy I've always enjoyed watching. He returns to the Blazers in Portland. Jeremy Grant. He got a
Hmm.
5-year, $160 million deal.
Wow.
Now Damian Lillard has come out and has requested a trade. So what does that mean for Jeremy Grant?
Does he have the keys to the car? Right? Is he the best player on the team?
Him and Scoot and Simons and Sharp,
Simon's good. Yeah. What's his name? Anthony?
Anthony,
Anthony. Yeah, he's good. He's actually a really good player. They got
Shannon
a young
Sharp.
team. Yeah,
Yeah,
Shannon Sharp too. They got a young team. So they're definitely in this rebuilding process. I think that's why Damian Lillard wants to leave and say, "Man, I don't want to rebuild. I want to get ready to go. Like I want to make the playoffs now. I want to win." So I can understand. He's been there a long time too. Maybe it's just time for him to move on and try to win a championship.
yeah. Jeremy Grant, if he's on this team without Damian next year, he could average 23, 25,
Yeah,
27 points maybe.
that's what I'm thinking.
Real quick, give me your destination for Damian Lillard. Where does this deal end up going?
Oh man, Damian Lillard can go anywhere. Anyone is going to want to sign him. Okay. If he stays healthy, of course. He's obviously battled some injuries the past few seasons, but this might be a guy that ends up in like Miami. Think about that. Think about him as the starting point guard in Miami with Jimmy Butler and Bam. I think that's what they were missing.
Yeah,
Kyle Lowry, I like Kyle Lowry, but he doesn't have what he used to have. Okay. Yeah.
no.
So I think
Kyle
that'd be
Lowry's
a
a
good,
champion, but yeah,
yeah.
you're right.
Think
Sorry.
that might be a good location for him. You got any other locations, Cobreezy?
Definitely Miami is the most rumored destination. I've heard Brooklyn. I've heard Brooklyn to team with Mikal Bridges.
Okay.
Um, yeah, I don't know. There's not a lot of room at places, and you're gonna have to give up a lot of young guys to get them draft capital.
Yeah.
So Utah's been thrown in the mix because all the picks they've got, and Dame went to Weber State, and that's in Salt Lake City. So
Okay. Yeah.
gosh, I wouldn't want to go to Utah.
I was going to say, why would you go to Utah? That's probably worse than what Portland's looking like. So
Yeah,
I don't know why you'd
yeah,
want to go to a worse team. I don't think I'm not buying that. I don't think he's doing that.
nope. I think Miami is the most obvious destination for Dame Lillard. Another guy we want to talk about that re-signed with his team is Kyrie Irving. He re-signed in Dallas. He had the midseason trade over there
Yeah.
last year. 3 years, $126 million deal. Did not make the playoffs last year, Max. Can him and Luca team together, get Dallas back in the playoffs?
I think so. The fact that they didn't make the playoffs last year is ridiculous. Okay. Luca was hurt, and that's huge. Okay. And also Kyrie Irving, he gets hurt every year as well. He's another guy that's going to, he's like Kevin Durant in a way where,
Oh
that's
yeah.
20 to 25 games
Oh yeah.
easy. He's not playing.
He'll sit out for birthday parties and not getting
Yeah.
vaccinated and
Birthday
so
parties. He did that, didn't he? He sat out at a
yeah.
birthday party, didn't he? Oh
Yeah.
my gosh. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I do think that they do have the talent to get there, though. Who did they just draft? Big name.
Derek
Um,
Lively out of Duke, and then
yeah, yeah,
Max from Marquette. So they had 2 first-round picks,
nice.
some young talent, getting Tim Hardaway back. Uh, let's get in the playoffs, Dallas. Let's get in the
Yeah,
playoffs. I want to see
yeah.
Luca.
Okay, yeah, Luka's the man. Let's see him at the best competition in the NBA, which would be in the obviously the playoffs. Come on, let's see it.
Last free agent signing we want to talk about is Draymond Green. We talked about him a couple weeks ago, declining his player option. He re-signs in Golden State for 4 years, $100 million. Max, was this always a foregone conclusion? Was this obvious?
I mean, I thought that was the only team that he should stay on is Golden State. But I was not expecting $100 million deal, to be perfectly honest. But hey, it sounds like he won that, and that's the place he needs to stay because they can stand him.
Yeah.
Steve Kerr and Steph Curry they can deal with the bullshit.
Mhm.
So I don't think other teams would have been able to deal with his bullshit. So good for you. You won. You won.
Good for you indeed.